That was a lot of juice. I need a pen. I'm gonna use this sticky notes. Hello. I'm good, Leah. How are you? I knew that was gonna happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm charging my phone because I did not let it charge last night. I let it die. And I got my charger plugged in. Y'all know how I be doing. When my phone is plugged into my charger, it do not want to do right. Congratulations, Robert. Keep going. You're doing amazing. You're doing what a lot of people would never do. So be proud of yourself. I'm doing pretty good. This is different. I never had a live chat before on YouTube. Yeah, the live is the best. Okay, shout out to Callie. Thank you, G. Lou. Let them know. We need that equal energy exchange. I'm just writing down kind of the stuff I want to talk about. I feel like a lot of y'all are probably really anxious right now. And for a lot of y'all, it's not your energy. It's not your energy. I just feel like really, like when I got on live, I felt really, really anxious. So probably a lot of y'all may be experiencing that, like anxiety, but it's like very heightened. It's not your energy. And just look up some breath work exercises on YouTube. Usually they're about like 10 minutes, and it'll really help you with anxiety. Or you can kind of like the music that I'm playing helps with anxiety, and sound bowl music helps with anxiety. Like if you have like 30 minutes or even like 20 minutes, however much time you have, if I'm experiencing anxiety, I try to listen to it for like an hour if I can, and you can play it in the background while you're working or cooking or cleaning or whatever, and it really helps. Hey Lamar, I do have a Cashapp. I would spell it, but I don't think it'll show up correctly, and I can't type it in the chat, but it's in my about section. It should send you a direct link if you wanted to donate to my channel. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just look at my about section. It could be in the description on this video, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. So if you saw this video from just scrolling on YouTube, I put a little quote that said audacity is at an all-time high right now, because it really is. And the reason that audacity and people are acting out and all this other stuff is going on right now is because a lot of y'all are about to, or already have, walked into your season, and people can smell it. Like, you understand, like, people like karmics and people who are like consumed by their lower self or these lower level entities, they can smell success from a mile away. They know if something good is coming for you, and that's gonna cause them to act out a lot, and they're gonna show their ass, like. And I want you guys to just be careful and really try to protect your peace, because a lot of good is coming for you. Let me write this down, because I need to address this too, because somebody left a comment on my video. It wasn't a bad comment. It was just one of those comments where it was like, oh, I've been hearing the same thing for months. Y'all been saying that good is coming my way for months, and it hasn't happened yet. And I just thought it was so funny, because I've been there, and I want to touch on that, because I know exactly why. If you feel like that, like, I've been waiting for this and it hasn't happened yet, I can give you several different reasons why it hasn't happened yet, and I guarantee that you may be the reason why. So when I say that, if I'm saying to you now, like, good is on the way to you, you're about to walk into your season, like, you're about to be blessed, all the things that people think is so cliche from the spiritual community, if I'm saying that to you and you feel it in your heart and you feel positive about that and it makes you feel excited, that means it's for you. If I say that to you and you get frustrated and you're like, oh my God, y'all been saying this forever, I don't want to hear this, I don't want to hear a positive message, you are not in alignment with your blessings. You're not even in alignment with what you're asking for. Because if you were truly in alignment with what you're asking for, you would be more high vibrational. Your heart chakra would be open. You'll be moving from a place of love and gratitude and faith. Okay? So if you feel the opposite of that, you're not in alignment. That's why I can't come to you. I told y'all several different times, when it comes to you manifesting things, usually the things that you're manifesting are high vibrational things. If you are not open and receptive to it, and you don't believe in your heart that it's yours, and you're not vibrating from a high space, it can't get to you. You don't even believe that it can happen for you. So how's it gonna, if you don't believe it, how's it gonna find you? How's it gonna get to you when you want it to? You gotta remain positive. You gotta know, like, oh yeah, I know this is for me. I know good is coming for me. That's how it gets to you. The moment you throw doubt on your prayers or your manifestations, you're pushing them further away. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. A lot of people don't want to hear that because they want to throw pity parties all the time. I told you, I'm not a pity party girl, okay? I may cry and allow myself to feel my emotions, but I'm going to get back in alignment because I see the bigger picture. I don't like people, even though I understand those people, I can't relate to somebody who constantly has to throw like a pity party and feel so bad for themselves all the time. Like, I can't relate to that. Not at this space that I'm in right now, which is something else I'm going to tell y'all too. What was I going to say? I'm gonna touch back on what I just said later. If you have questions, you can drop them in the comments. Let me just write a few more things down. Thank you, Lamar. Thank you so much. You will be blessed tenfold, I promise you. Let's see. No pity parties, y'all. That's what I'm writing down. No pity parties. Stop with the pity parties. Stop it. It's not going to do anything for you. I know as humans, it feels so good to feel sorry for ourselves, especially like, because it's like comforting almost. And you want to invite other people to your pity party too. And it's like, don't do that. That's why they say misery loves company. Don't celebrate. It's like you're celebrating something negative. Don't do that. What the enemy meant for bad, God will use it for your good. Amen. Okay. Also, there's a lot going on right now, and I feel like it's because for those of you who are knowledgeable, I'm not going to say believe in astrology because astrology is real, but those of you who are knowledgeable about astrology, then you know that Venus, which is a real planet, if you didn't know, is coming out of retrograde tomorrow, September 3rd. And there's a lot surrounding love right now. I feel like a lot of y'all have love on your mind. And not just like romantic relationships, but relationships that you have with other people. Like friends and family too. Like there's a lot to do with love right now. A lot to do just with like the heart chakra period. So I feel like you're either in one or two energies. Your heart chakra is really blocked off right now, and you may be vibrating really, really low, and you may be one of those people throwing a pity party and having doubt. Or you're like one of those people who's ready. Like you're open and receptive to every single thing that you've been asking for. You know it's coming for you. You're not worried about when it's coming to you and how it's coming to you. You just know it's coming, and you just like, your heart has been busted open and you're excited and you're happy. A few of y'all could be like in the in-between right now, where you're bouncing back and forth between the two energies, which is probably why it's whatever you're trying to manifest or whatever you've been praying for is not coming to you, because you keep bouncing back and forth. And if you just pick a struggle and just find a like common place and relax and not be all over the place, one, you will feel better, and two, it might come to you a lot faster. I'm really convinced that the Creator has really chosen a lot of us to do good works that He already knows we're going to do. Absolutely. He knew you before anyone else did. He knew what you were going to come here to do. I absolutely believe that. But I feel like a lot of people in the last like it's not funny, but it is, the last like maybe month or so, experiencing like breakups with like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a friendship breakup or you just cutting off family. I just feel like a lot of people are like breaking up, and I feel like that's a good thing though. I feel like that's a good thing because it's completely necessary. And it doesn't mean, and it just depends on your situation, you know? Like, that's why they say if your relationship survived Venus retrograde, y'all are meant to be. It's like a little joke in the astrology community, because that's a time where you'll really get tested. Your relationship, all of your relationships, and it's relationships you have with things too, and habits, not just people. All of that stuff really gets tested. But it's a purpose for that. It's a reason why you're being tested and your relationships are being tested. Because a lot of times you get in relationships with people and you got on the rose-colored glasses and you think this person is so amazing, and then one day you wake up and you're like, what is this? What is this? Who is this? What did I get myself into? And you're like, almost like, was I under an illusion? Was I under some type of spell? Like, what is going on? That happens, but it's necessary. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty because you're walking away from somebody or people or things or whatever. If it's not serving you, it's not serving you. If you have a picture in your mind of who you want to be, and this person does not look like they fit into your picture, why are you wasting time with this person? That's not what you want. A lot of times people just feel guilty and they hold on to people and things out of guilt and just some type of false sense of loyalty. Your loyalty should be to yourself and to your happiness and what you want. You don't owe anyone anything. And I just want people to understand that. You don't owe anyone anything, and nobody owes you anything. Especially when it comes to love. That's what they say, all is fair in love and war. Nobody owes you anything. You don't own anyone. You are no one's property. And I have dealt with in the past in many different ways, not just relationships, even friendships. People thinking that I am their property and they own me and they felt entitled to me. And then they found out very quickly that's not the case. I'm my own person, and I'm allowed to, if I want to spread my wings and fly away from your ass, that's what I'm going to do, okay? You don't own me, but there's a lot of people who feel like that, especially narcissists. They feel like they own you. You're their property. They need you. They don't want to reciprocate anything that you're giving them. They just love your energy. I love your energy. I love how you make me feel. I love how you make me happy. I love all that you do for me. And I feel entitled to it, but I don't want to do any of that back. I don't want to do that back. Why? Your energy is so big. You're like the sun. What did Janae Aiko say in the song? No, she did not say this about a person, but I'm hearing like Janae Aiko said in the song, I love me enough for the both of us. It's almost like these people feel like you love them enough and you enough for the both of us, so they don't have to do anything for you because you love yourself so much and you love them so much. They just get to sit there and just take and take and take and never give anything. And that's I just think it's funny because people always find out the hard way. You get good people in your life. You find a good person. And most people, when they find a good person, feel like it's okay to take advantage. So you find a good thing, and instead of cherishing this good thing, nurturing this good thing, this person, or whatever this is, it could be anything that makes you so happy, brings so much joy and light into your life. You don't want to cherish it. You don't want to do right by it. You just want to use it up until there's nothing left. And I never understood that. And this is why they say people with good hearts get done the worst. And that's true. Because most people see something good and they are greedy. And they just want to use it up and destroy it. That's a karmic. That's a karmic person. A divine individual who runs across anything. It could be a rock. It could be coal. It could be dust. A divine individual. A high vibrational person who runs across something. When we touch it, it turns to gold. Every single time. Because everything we touch turns to gold. We know how to turn nothing into something. And if we run across something that's already beautiful and whole, we're just going to make it better. Because we're truly divine. A karmic can run across anything and it will crumble to ashes in their hands. Because they're not divine, they're karmic. They don't think the way a divine person thinks. They are only here for their own benefit and what they can get out of somebody. And don't let them fool you. Because karmic individuals are very good at mimicking divine people. But I'm going to tell you how you know. Like I just said, when you are a giving, loving person and somebody like a narcissist comes across you and they want to take so much from you, and they don't really love you, they just love what you can do for them. When you run across somebody like that, the moment that you stop doing those things for them, you're discarded, you're trash, you're nothing now. That's how you know the difference between a karmic and somebody who is divine. The moment you stop, the moment you say no, the moment that you take a day for yourself, the moment that you can no longer provide the same resources you did in the past, that's when their true colors are going to show. Every single time. It never fails. It's like, wow, you didn't really care about me. You just cared about what I could do for you. It's very sick, y'all. It's very sick. Don't let anybody treat you like that. I'm gonna wait for I say what I'm gonna say next. Exactly. If you are receiving, it's like it's not, but it's really not receiving anything. It's, you do receive, but it's like you almost get their karma. Like, you ever been around somebody, y'all, and it's like everything just goes, sorry, excuse my American, everything just goes to shit. Like, you were good, you were happy, your money was good, you were glowing, everything was good, and then you get around this person and everything just, you just get drained of your life force. It's like you're, all of a sudden you start losing money, all of a sudden you start losing energy, all of a sudden you just start having random, like, events keep happening. I'm not talking about things that you do to yourself, okay? We still gotta take responsibility. I'm not talking about situations you put yourself in. Just because you're a divine being doesn't mean that you may not receive your own karma for you doing wrong or you not moving correctly. You can still get karma for that. I'm just saying, you notice, like, when you're around this person, it's so good at first. It's so amazing at first, and then slowly you're losing yourself with this person. They're draining you of your energy. And this could be a friend, family, whatever. It does not have to be romantic. They drain you of everything that you have, because they're not giving. You're not equally yoked. They're not pouring into you the way that you're pouring into them. But when you're around somebody who is like divine, your money upgrades, your life upgrades, your looks upgrade, your mental health upgrade. Like, you can tell the difference, y'all. And half the time, we know these people are toxic. You know these people are toxic people. You already know they are. You know these people are not good for you. It's just really not hard to tell. But that's how you know. So pay attention to the signs, because you know when you're dealing, because a karmic person, like I said in the beginning, it'll be good. And this, don't just think relationships, y'all, because some of y'all got family and friends around you that you do not need to have around you, period. It's so good at first. It's good. It's cute. And it's cute because, and if you watch my video where I said how to annihilate energy vampires, if you haven't watched that, go watch it. It's a very underrated video. I talked about how when you're dealing with somebody, the version of them that you are seeing is not real. You are seeing the love that you have for this person. You're not seeing who this person really is. You are blinded by love, really. This is not who this person is. This is just who you made them to be in your mind because you see something good in them. But after so much time has gone by, it's only like a person can only hide who they are for so long. I just seen a post that said a person can only hide themselves for 3 months. After 3 months, you're going to reveal somebody's true colors are going to pop right out at you. You only hide for so long. Eventually that mask is going to fall and you're going to see them for who they really, really are. Every single time. Never fails. And the moment that happens, don't try to convince yourself otherwise. Because if you are around someone, and it's not about someone like kissing your ass or just doing everything for you and just doing so much for you. it's about like, if you are around somebody, especially if you are sensitive to energy, because not all of us are sensitive to energy. Some are more sensitive than others. When you are sensitive to energy and you are around someone who is a karmic individual, you can see how much you're being drained, y'all. You can feel how much you're being drained. You can see it. It's other people can even see it. And it's just crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. Why the creepy music? This music is not creepy. I feel like if you think this music is creepy, like I just want to know, what type of music do you listen to? What's not creepy? Like, it's just piano music. It's soft music. Do y'all like this? It's 528 hertz. That's the God frequency. So if you feel like it's creepy, I wonder about you a little bit. I don't get it. He probably just wanted some attention. My entire family has chosen her and treat her like she's a blood relative, and they sort of ostracize. But she's a true narcissist because she blames me for the relationship being called off. That's sad. I hear about stories of like people dealing with like, let's say you get married, right? You get married or you have a relationship. I'm eating a peach. You get married or you're in a relationship with somebody and they turn out to be evil, but your family won't let them go. Like, your family chooses this person over you when this person has shown you to be evil. And that right there is called a covert narcissist. I told y'all about a covert narcissist. A covert narcissist is going to treat you different than they treat every single person around you. So you almost got to forgive these people, unfortunately, because they don't see the version of this person that you do. They see a completely different version. They're going to treat everyone else with kindness, love, and respect, and behind closed doors, they treat you like crap. That's a covert narcissist. This peach is so good, y'all. Be aware, y'all. And it's very sad, but hold on, I'm gonna tell you in a second. How you deal with somebody like that? Because this is what's gonna happen. So this person treated you unfairly. They were rude, they were nasty, they've been evil to you. Just you, not everybody else, just you. How you deal with the person like that? You stop giving them your energy. You stop responding, because at some point, the empath, assuming this is you, if you're dealing with a narcissist, you're probably an empath. The empath gets angry. The empath gets upset. They're ready to go off. You're mad, you're angry because this entire time this person has been being evil towards you and malicious towards you, and nobody else sees it. And it's like you're ready to explode, because it's like, how do y'all not see how this person is treating me, how this person is acting, and why do y'all not care about my version of the story? I don't want this person around anymore, and y'all not even listening to me. Y'all not giving me any type of understanding. We're family. You're just taking this person's side. Why? Because now I'm questioning you and your motives. And you'll get around these people, and you'll, like, let's say y'all are in a group setting. This person's gonna say something to you real slick and sly, and you're gonna blow up. And that's what they wanted you to do. They're gonna make sure they're very slick with the things that they say when you get around other people, because they want you to blow up in front of this person. They didn't see the narcissist blow up, they saw you blow up. So you must be the problem. You must be the reason why this person is at you. You're the problem, you're the issue. But if you can train yourself to be more emotionally intelligent and control your emotions and not blow up in front of these people, in front of this narcissist, and if you treat them with love, I'm telling you all, that's how you kill and annihilate a narcissist. Any type of narcissist. I don't care what type of narcissist they are. If you kill them with kindness and give them love and not give them your energy, you don't even got to give them love. Okay, because I get it. Some of these people are really evil. You don't even got to give them love. Just don't give them your energy. When they say something slick to you, Don't even say nothing. Just look at them like, you can laugh a little bit. Don't give them your energy, because what's going to happen is the narcissist is going to get caught slipping and they're going to blow up, and hopefully they'll blow up enough times in front of other people. And that's how you kind of free yourself from that. You don't defeat a narcissist by reciprocating their energy. That's not how you defeat them. If you want to defeat them, you gotta kill them with kindness. You really do. And this is coming from somebody. I've dealt with so many narcissists, y'all. Family, friends, relationships. Y'all, if you're a part of my collective, I know you relate to what I'm about to say. I have been painted to be the bad guy in almost every person's story, because no one wants to take responsibility for their own insecurities, their own jealousy, their own hate, their own things that they have not healed from. So it's easy to make it my fault. You're not the problem, y'all. You're just the scapegoat. You're the scapegoat for the narcissist. Because that's easy. They're going to pick you because you still got a good heart. You got a good heart at the end of the day. Even compared to the people around you, you got a good heart. You're an empath. You feel things really deeply all the time. Even when you don't want to feel things deeply, you just do. That's just who you are. You feel things deeply. They're going to choose you to be the scapegoat because they know any little thing that you do is going to hurt you. Anything, little thing that they do is going to hurt you. They know it hurts you that people are not trusting you and not believing you and taking their side. They know it hurts you, the things that they're doing and saying. They know that. Like, 9 times out of 10, you're a target. You've been a target your whole life. I know I have. Every situation I could find. This is not me playing victim or having a victim mentality. This is just me speaking facts. This is things that really happen. They tried to make me a victim. They tried to make me a target my whole life. And I know y'all, a lot of y'all have went through the same thing. Been like almost ganged up on for no reason. I know the reason now that I'm older and I'm healed and I know my worth. I know why. I know why y'all ganged up on me. I know why y'all trying to make me the scapegoat and single me out. It's because I'm that girl. That's why. That's why y'all did that. Okay, I get it now. Thank you for showing me your insecurities. Thank you for showing me who I really am. Because I'm just being myself. I'm just walking around being me. You know? I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely not, I don't have hate in my heart the way y'all do. Y'all walk around with hate in your heart. We can all be imperfect all we want to, but I don't walk around with hate in my heart. Y'all don't like that. Because they see you, chosen one. They see you. You check all these boxes. You're smart. You're loving. You're successful. You think differently. You dress differently. You're so different. You're different from different. You're just so unique. You're all these things, and you have a good heart. No, we don't like that. We don't like that, because the only way they can blame you is if they come in groups. They gotta gang up on you and make you seem like the problem because you're just too perfect to them. You never said you were perfect. They convinced themselves that you were perfect because they felt like you had things that they were lacking. How dare you be all these things and I'm not? Excuse me? You're going to be intelligent and attractive and kind and successful, and I'm not any of these things because I'm insecure and I haven't healed and I haven't went on a self-love journey and I haven't decided to be these things. I haven't worked to be these things, and you're just going to show up as the chosen one and be these things? How dare you? Now I got to come up against you. Now I got to make lies. Now I got to rally all these people together to come up against you with me because you're the problem. Now I got to go find other insecure people and make up rumors about you and spread slander about you and ruin your reputation because I'm insecure and all these other people are insecure and you're not, and we don't like that. So we're going to come up against you. Story of my life. Can't make it up if I wanted to. I wish I was lying. And it's really unfortunate, actually. It really is. And let you do one wrong thing, y'all, they're going to hold it against you for the rest of your life. These people done did a plethora of things. You could write a whole novel, a whole 1,000-page novel, the stuff these people done. You got one little page. They gonna hold that one page against you for the rest of their life, and they gonna keep reading it over and over again, top to bottom, Yep, this is why I'm doing this, to convince themselves why they are treating you like this, because of what you did on this one little season, this one little page. And they've been a hateful, spiteful, bitter person their entire life. But that doesn't matter though, because as long as you're standing here living and breathing, you're still a problem. And I gotta get rid of you. I gotta destroy you, because I don't understand you, that you could be all these things. No, there must be something wrong with you. You're too kind-hearted. There must be something wrong with you. You're too intelligent. There must be something wrong with you. You're trying too hard to be different. Why are you trying so hard to be different? Just be like us. Just be like the crowd. Why are you trying to be weird? You're being a weirdo. Because you don't want to be like us, and we don't like that. So you're either going to conform or we're going to destroy you. Then they found out you can't be destroyed because you're untouchable. And everything that they were seeing in you that they hated was not even really you. It was God. That's what happens when you have God in your life and God in you. What's that song? It's the God in me. That's what you hate. You hate the God in me. You hate the goddess in me. That's what you hate. I told y'all, we live in a day and age now where being a hater is really normalized, and it's just so sad. Just the word hate, period. Hate is normalized now. Being a hater is really, really normalized. I just think it's funny, but I say that to y'all because I want y'all to be more confident in your walk and your talk, because I appreciate every single thing that I went through, and I want y'all to start appreciating the things that you went through and look at it from a different perspective, right? Look at it from a higher perspective. It wasn't happening to you, it was happening for you. Because if you're meant for great things, you're meant for big things, y'all. If you know in your heart 100%, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the people who are still doubting it. I'm talking to the people who know without a doubt. You're meant for great things. You have to build strength. I told y'all, you got to get in that field. God is going to put you in that field. He's going to throw you in the jungle. Because you got to be strong to live the life that you're supposed to be living. You got to be strong. You got to be strong. You cannot be weak in the sense. Like, you can't. You got to have tough skin, because the empath, the biggest issue that healers and empaths and kind-hearted people have to learn is to grow a backbone. It's not about you healing everybody else. It's not about you feeling everybody else's feelings and taking on everybody else's problems. It's just about being aware that you have a gift, and the entire time while you're trying to heal everybody else, you were just meant to heal yourself. You can change the world and inspire people by just healing yourself. That's all. Don't be the nice guy. Don't be the nice girl. You can be kind. You can be good-hearted, but don't put everyone else above you. Don't allow people to step on you just because you can take it. A lot of y'all spend a lot of your life just taking it. Who told you that you had to take that? What made you feel like in your life you had to take and take and take everybody else's BS? Everybody else's projections and insecurities and jealousy and hate. Who told you you had to take that? I'll never forget, y'all. Like, I can think about times in high school. And not even just in high school, y'all. Just like prior to this. Like, this is something I learned through my inner child healing, okay? And I'm saying this to y'all because I know somebody needs to hear it. Not because I just feel like telling my story over and over again. I remember times when I was in school where, now I'm not saying this to be no type of way. I'm saying this because it's a fact. Like, this is the God honest truth, y'all. This is my truth. When I was in school, and I found out about 7th grade, that's when I found out that most little girls are very insecure. Unfortunately, their mothers and their fathers did not raise them to love themselves. So when they see somebody who loves themselves and there's kind and there's just this light in them, they don't like that. Okay? Like, I know this is crazy to hear. And I see Robert talking about him being bullied. I was bullied. I really was. Did I lay down and take it? No. Were they just beating me up and putting their hands on me? No. But I still was bullied. There's still something I went through. And a lot of the women, some of the men, some of the girls that were around me were extremely insecure, and they just picked me apart, and I let them do it at some point because I felt like there was something wrong with me. As a child, you're being yourself and everyone is attacking you and trying to pick you apart. Now you feel like as a child there must be something wrong with me because all these people are picking me apart. I must be doing something wrong, so let me simmer myself down. Let me stop being beautiful. Let me stop being smart. Let me stop being friendly. Now I gotta change things about myself because the authentic version of myself I was presenting to the world, they didn't like it. My peers didn't like that. They didn't like that. So now I gotta change. And this is how a lot of children feel. So please, y'all, if you got kids, make them, like, show them what self-love really is. Teach them what self-love really is. And teach them you are fine just the way you are. And if people are attacking you, this is why they say if you don't have haters, you're not popping. I didn't know as a child that I was that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I got older. If they're attacking you, it doesn't matter what you look like, how you dress. That doesn't matter. That does not matter. I was not the richest kid in school. Y'all already know. I was not rich. It doesn't matter what you look like or how you're dressed. It's the light in you. It's not on you. It's in you. Whatever is in you is what they don't like. They don't like what's inside of you because it's not inside of them. So if you are not like them, something must be wrong with you, and we need to take you out and stop you and make you and mold you in who we want you to be because we're insecure and we need to feel better about ourselves. You need to teach your kids that they're not coming for you because something's wrong with you. They're coming for you because there's something right with you. There's something light in you. That's why they're coming for you. There's nothing wrong with who you are. There's nothing wrong with you. You could be the most like think of the greatest of all time, y'all. They still get hate. They still get attacked. Beyonce, she on tour right now. She still get attacked and she still get hate. Do not come in here with that Illuminati stuff. Okay? Unless you done sat at the table with Beyonce at the Illuminati, don't come here with that, talking about she's this and she's that, because you have no idea. You don't know. So don't come in here with that. I'm just say that. But at the end of the day, she's Beyonce. She's an amazing performer. She's a beautiful woman. They still attack this lady. They're going to attack you no matter what you look like. So that doesn't matter. It's something in her. She can do something a lot of other people cannot do. So it doesn't matter. So teach your kids that. Like, if they're coming for you, stand up for yourself. Don't lay down and take it. Call me if you need to. Call on whoever you need to call. But don't let that diminish your character or take away from your authenticity. Don't let them people change you. Okay? Because I grew up around a lot of insecure little girls. And it made me an insecure girl. And went down the wrong path. And stopped doing certain things I like to do because I was surrounded by insecure, and it wasn't right. But it is what it is. And these women grew up to be like this. Okay, we can give grace to kids now. These women and these men still grew up to be insecure now. They're still just like that because well into adulthood did some of these same women treat me just like that. I still go through it. I still go through it now. And it's like, if you would just learn to love yourself and stop sitting around trying to look at this person and nitpick at them and worry about them and gossip about them and just consume yourself with this person and take that time to love yourself, you may actually get somewhere in life. Your mental health might do a little better. You might actually get whatever it is you think that I have. You don't even feel like you can achieve these things. And you're just mad because the chosen one is achieving them. And you just want to stop them. Exactly. Even Jesus was hated. That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, because he was popping. He had something in them that these people did not have. And you must be stopped. That's it. That's all. They're like, is that not this? That's not the typical story. Is it not? Like, don't take other people's projections, because people will project on you all day long. I hate that. Like, saying it disaligned you. And that's what it'll do to you, because they're going to get to you while you're young, unfortunately. They really will. And it does work. Like, if you allow your children, like my daughter, for example, I tell her how beautiful she is all the time. I can tell she's gonna be really, really like girly. Like, she'll be like, "Mommy, I need my hair done. I need," like, she's so funny, y'all. But the thing about her is, when we step outside this house and she sees other little girls, she's complimenting them. I love your, she calls them sister. She thinks every little girl and boy she sees is her sister and her brother. Hey sister, she's like, I love your hair. I love your dress. You're so pretty. Like, because I compliment her and I make her feel, I don't say make her feel good about herself, but I'm teaching her what self-love is. She goes and spreads that. She spreads love around because she's getting love at home. She's not made to feel like she's a competition in her own house. She's not made to feel like there's anything wrong with her or there's anything that she needs to change. She spreads that around. And a lot of kids just weren't taught that. They weren't taught to love themselves. And they don't know how to spread love out to other people. They don't even know what that is. But she really loves to compliment other people. She really does. And that's my favorite. I love to see that. It's my favorite thing. Like, she will spread it. So, what do they say? One small act of kindness at a time. Like, spread it around. And it starts with the youth. It starts with the kids. Yeah. Your child gets bullied? No. How old is your child? Don't allow, see, I don't play that. Because you say even by her family, I don't play that at all. Like, don't even make a joke. It's a lot of people in my family who like to make passive aggressive remarks and jokes. I don't play that, especially not for my child. Because my child, she is hyper aware. She's not a regular 3-year-old. Like, we talk about these new kids. She's not regular. Like, her, like, what's it called? Cognitive development is very advanced. She's very aware of, like, remarks and people and just, like, being in social settings. She asks a lot of questions, but she's very aware. And if somebody says something to her, even if it's passive aggressive, my little 3-year-old child is going to catch it and it's going to make her feel some type of way. So I don't play that. I'll be quick. Everybody around me knows I do not play by my daughter at all. And you will get stepped on for real. Like, if you ever, like, I don't get out of character about anything but my child. That's the only time I will ever get out of character. And I have no understanding at all. None. And I don't play about that. She's 16. That's terrible. I feel like the best thing you can do, especially since she's already 16, is to teach her to have a voice. Like, stand up for herself. And if they got a problem with it, they can call you. Just tell her, if they say something to you, stand up for yourself. Do not sit there and take it. Like, a lot of women, a lot of little girls get their voice stripped away from them at a young age. And we don't speak up for ourselves when we want to because we're afraid of being too much and loud and whatever else they like to call us. That's terrible, though. Yeah, that's when your soil is more vulnerable. That's when the enemy knows to plant his best seed. And he really does, doesn't he? He really does plant his best seed when you're young. Yeah, I'm definitely Mama Bear. Y'all, I could tell y'all, I'm not going to tell y'all some stories. I can tell you some stories y'all would really be shocked. You'd be like, what? You did that? I did. About my child, I'll do anything. I done did a lot behind my daughter because I don't play. Like, I didn't have that growing up. I didn't have nobody that was like, show me. They'll really protect me. And I grew up around 3 older brothers. I didn't have anybody who was like, show me, I got your back. Not a friend, not a sibling. I didn't have a lot of family around me, period. So it was nobody. Like, when I tell y'all I was really a lone wolf, it was just me. I had to have my own voice. I had to really protect myself. I really did. I did not have people who was just protecting me all the time and standing up for me. A lot of time I was just like, oh, Sydney, you're the problem. You know you got a bad attitude. You know you're this and you're that. I would say my mom did. There's a lot of times that she was a voice for me and she would stand up for me, but she wasn't always around. But my friends, no friends were standing up for me. No siblings were standing up for me. Like I said, I wasn't around a lot of family, so I just make sure, like, which is why I was a hothead and why I really exercised that throat chakra. And I was just, I'm gonna go off. You push the wrong button, I'm going there. And that only comes out with my daughter because she does have a lot of family, but I feel like no one's gonna protect her like I would. So I set the tone. Like, I'm setting the tone. So if you not gonna come like this behind my child, just back on to the back and be quiet. Okay? Because I don't play. I'm gonna make sure she knows, like, if you're protected by anybody, your mom got your back, okay? I'm not gonna embarrass you, but just say word and I'm there. My mom was a people pleaser, so she allowed unnecessary actions from the family towards me. She still does. That's why I had to go for myself. I could never truly care about the opinion of others. Good, don't. That's a miserable life. If you care too much about the opinions of others, you'll be very, very miserable. The dad and grandma are narcissistic. I don't even know your story, Tara or Tara, but I can already kind of see what you may be going through. I can already kind of see, like, you saying the dad, and I'm assuming that's his mom, are narcissistic. I can already foresee what you're probably going through, and it happens a lot. It happens so much in situations like that, and it's so unfortunate. It really is. But every dog has their day. Okay, I promise you that. My whole family turned their backs on me and tried to have me put into a mental institution. My gifts started coming in. I was shocked AF. That's terrible. That is terrible. That's awful. They put my daughter on meds for psychosis. That's terrible. Kids should not be on medication. When I was, I think I was about 16 too. They put me on, I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot of antidepressants. That ruined my life. It took me so long to heal from the antidepressants that I was put on. It took me a very, very long time to come back to life and be a normal person. That stuff sticks with you for years. That's terrible. And I'm glad they were unsuccessful. Starseed portal of putting you in a mental institution, even though I'm sure it was very traumatizing. That's terrible. I've had dreams about that. And I just wonder, I tell you guys sometimes, if you've been around for a while, I'll have dreams about stuff. And it's not about me, it's about y'all. And I don't realize until later. I've had a lot of dreams about a family trying to put somebody in a mental hospital. And I think that's really sickening. Yeah, stay focused. Because eventually, she's going to turn 18 and she can go wherever she wants to go. And they won't have that type of control anymore. And she's going to grow older and she's going to realize who was really the problem. I promise you that. She's going to know who was the problem and who wasn't. So just hold on tight. Let God do his work. I can't even imagine. I wouldn't be, they would have to put me in a white coat for real. If somebody took my daughter from me, like, I'm not even gonna say it. I just cannot imagine, y'all. Like, I really feel for people who, like, are going through that. Because I just can't. That's like a hurt I don't ever want to feel. I really don't. Ugh. Don't even realize how you're hurting the child in the long run by even putting them on that type of medication at that young. There's so I wrote down 2 other things. I kind of touched on it in the beginning about people coming back to test you, and you need to make sure you show them you studied, because I feel like for a lot of us, not everybody, as much fear as they're trying to like push out, a lot of y'all are not gonna have to worry about that. And I feel like these last couple of months are gonna be really life-changing. I really do. And I feel like y'all already know, if you've been on your spiritual journey more than once, or just how this goes. Every time something great is about to come for you, you always go through the worst stuff. Always. And it's like, man, you be so close. And the key is, y'all, when you're going through a situation like that, where you're going through, you're having a hard time, don't throw the pity party, y'all. I don't know why it's not showing y'all all the likes, but I have 89 likes. I see a lot of y'all saying, oh, we only got 10 likes. I have 89 likes. I don't know why it's not showing them to y'all. But don't throw the pity party, y'all. Remain positive. I tell y'all, okay, go ahead and cry. Go ahead and release your emotions. Go ahead and feel how you're going to feel. But do not throw a pity party. Do not let yourself slip back into depression, okay? Like, make sure that you're keeping your space clean, number 1. I don't care if you got to hire somebody to come clean up, okay? If you got a friend or a family member that loves you and will help you clean up or whatever, allow them to come do that. That's the number 1 thing that you need to do. Keep your space clean. That's why they say cleanliness is next to godliness. Like, keep your space clean. That's so important. Like, I know y'all feel that when you're whatever space that you have, whether it's just a room or entire home, when it's clean, it's like so much more high vibrational. The energy just feels less heavy. It smells nice. It looks nice. It's godly, like, right? Keep your space clean. And most importantly, making sure you're caught up on laundry. Get them that pile of clothes that you've been avoiding folding and putting up, put them away. Get them water bottles at your room, okay? Go buy you some candles. You can go to Dollar Tree and get candles. You ain't got to spend a bag. Like, you can go to Dollar Tree and get cleaning products and candles and all types of stuff, okay? So you don't got to spend a bunch of money. Throw away things that you don't wear anymore, you don't need, like, you don't even like, and you're just holding on to for no reason. Just make sure you're cleansing your space, staying clean during this time, so you can think straight, because people are going to come back to test you. They're going to come back to see if, and you'll know the difference, y'all, because not everybody that comes back is your op or is out to get you, okay? Not everybody is bad, because sometimes we lose people in our life and it's just for a season because y'all couldn't grow together, whether it's friends, family, or whatever. I'm definitely going through that right now. Like, I lost so many people last year, And a lot of them have came back into my life, and we're different people, and we have evolved past whatever it is that we were holding on to and whatever was causing some type of disconnect in the relationship. Sometimes you just have to leave people for a season, but you have to use your discernment enough to know who is supposed to be there and who is not. So as these good people and not so good people are coming back into your life, be mindful of how you feel when they come back around. And just because you feel all good, y'all, does not mean anything, okay? Make sure you test the waters. Make sure you take it slow. Make sure you see how this person is going to act. Make sure you ask God for signs. You know that one of the best prayers that you can say, God, please remove anybody from my life who is not for my highest good and does not serve me. Amen. Okay? Say that. God will get them out the way, or he will reveal their true colors to you. So make sure you're just using your discernment, okay? And what can help with that besides you just making sure you're staying clean? If you don't have a journal, get a journal, okay? Even men, y'all need to get journals. I feel like more than anybody, because y'all know y'all grew up in a world where y'all don't really talk that much. Y'all have a lot to say, but y'all hold a lot in. So if you get a journal and you kind of write down your thoughts and put it in a private place where no one will see it, that could really help you. Meditation is always good, but you don't got to sit there and close your eyes and you don't got to do that. You could, if you are a music artist, that's meditation for you. Anything that's clearing your mind, even cleaning up is meditation. If you write poetry, you write music. If you're a recording artist, if you like to exercise, go to the gym, that's meditation, because it's clearing your mind. If you like to cook, cooking is so therapeutic. Garden, if you like to garden, that's definitely therapeutic. Whatever that you do, if you're a painter or whatever, doing any of those things will really help you. And just remember, for y'all, because this is for some of y'all, this is not for all of y'all. For those of you who don't, when you get involved with someone, and I'm speaking specifically in romantic way, if you're one of those people who get involved with somebody and you just like forget about yourself, and you're so consumed with this person that you forget about all the hobbies that you had when you were in your isolation season, your business, your kids, whatever it is that you need to keep focusing on, when this person comes back around, don't get distracted, y'all. Stay the course. I know we talk about unions, but within a union, when y'all are becoming one, y'all are still two separate beings, and you need to have your own life. You need to have your own hobbies. You don't need to make this person your entire world. People have to learn to love without attachment. That's very hard for my empaths and my people who have good hearts. That's hard, okay? I completely understand. But just intentionally remind yourself of that. Like, all right, I'm getting consumed with this person. Okay, we can have our fun, but let me remind myself of what happened last time this person walked away. Because when somebody walks away from you and you make them your entire world, and this can happen with friendships too, it's like your whole world comes crumbling down because you allow this person to be your entire world. Don't make anybody your entire world. Have your own world, okay? We're all in our own world, believe it or not. You got your own world, okay? So you gotta have your own, and pray. I pray to God, for whoever this is for, God will send you things to do, good things to do. Like maybe you'll take up a cooking class or a dancing class, or maybe your finances will get better. Or you'll get a raise, or a promotion or something. I pray God brings y'all something to do where you'll be a little bit more busy, and you can find that work-life balance better, and you're not just consumed with one person. You gotta have your own thing going on, y'all. For the love of God, make sure you do that, because you don't want to get a good thing and then ruin it because you're too focused on this person, okay? All right, I know everybody's relationship is different, but just keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Everyone's relationship is going to function different from other people, but just remember that, because I just feel like a lot it's like I just feel like it's a season of love. I guess it's because it's getting cold. What do they call this, cuffing season? I guess it's cuffing season, y'all. Like, I know that sounds funny, but I guess that's the energy. Maybe that's why I'm picking up on that. So yeah, it's cuffing season, okay? And a lot of y'all are gonna be with good people, and you don't want to mess it up, right? And you don't want to mess yourself up. So just remember that. And it's good to have talks too. Like, if you have a partner or whatever, talk with them. Just say, like, I really care about you. I can get very consumed in you in this relationship, and I forget about myself. If that person's a good person, they love you, and they're not a narcissist, they'll help you. They'll remind you or help you, have other things to do and other things going on. Now, if it's a narcissist, they're gonna hear that, and their ears gonna perk up, a light bulb's gonna go off in their head, and they're gonna be excited, like, oh my goodness, yes, and they're gonna allow you to keep doing that. So just keep that in mind. People come back from the past, the series of tests. You're gonna go through a lot of tests right now, and you're gonna ace them. Don't worry. I kind of already talked about this, about remaining high vibrational. Yes. See, I jump around a little bit. So I was saying how right before your season of abundance is coming, you are probably going to get hit with a lot of BS. A lot of crap is going to hit you at one time. Number one, I don't know if y'all be having a pen and paper when y'all get on my lives, but for the next couple of lives, make sure you have one. Number one, change your perception of what is happening, okay? Change your perception. Like, you could be going through the worst thing in the world, but what I had to learn is, like I always say, it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. In that moment, you're not going to feel like that. You're going to feel like it's the end of the world. That's why people don't want to hear that. But later on, don't you always discover in your lowest moments how important it was for you to go through that? That you grew from that, you became a better person or whatever. You put yourself in a better situation. You lost something you thought you wanted and ended up getting something better. So you have to change your perception. That's number one, okay? Number one, okay? Number two, you need to utilize the art of transmutation, okay? So transmutation is changing one form into a different form. So negative energy into positive energy. How you do that is, if you are having a hard time, let's say, for example, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. Anything could be going on right now. Whatever is going on in your life is bothering you. It could be little things. It's really affecting your mental health, and it's really causing you to like worry or stress. You have to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Crying is really, really healthy. And a lot of people, especially people that look like me, we're strong-natured, and we feel like it's weak to cry. Cry. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Cry, because you need to release that. And if you hold on to it, you're going to cause yourself stress, and stress can kill you, okay? Believe it or not. So allow yourself to feel your feelings. Cry, scream, whatever it is that you have to do. And once you're done doing that, I want you to get you a journal. And it could be a journal you use just for this. Write down things that you are grateful for. In the midst of your storm, write down some stuff you can express gratitude for. I don't care if you say, I'm grateful I got 10 toes and 10 fingers. I'm grateful I got legs. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head, no matter what type of roof it is. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for the butterflies, the grass, and the trees. Like, whatever you want to say, write down some things that you can express gratitude for, because I promise you, whatever situation you're going through, there's always something you can be grateful for. And when you express gratitude, that's how you bring things into you faster, and you're transmuting your energy. So do that. Listen to subliminals. If you don't know what subliminal is, look up on YouTube. They have a lot of subliminals, or you can make your own, which is basically a loop of positive affirmations, either for money, love, good health, your dream body, whatever it is. Look those up on YouTube. Or say affirmations out loud, like, everything is always working out for me. I am abundant. I am successful. I have everything I need. Whatever it is you want to say, whatever it is you want to do that, because you're also changing your energy as well. Another thing I like to do to transmute energy is I like to exercise. Whenever I'm really, really upset, I exercise, and it really helps me, because after you exercise, you feel so good. Like, maybe during the exercise it's not as fun, but after you get done, you feel amazing. And that's the feeling you need to be chasing, not the during with the after effects, because you're not exercising to look good now, you're exercising to look good later. You're not exercising because you want to feel good right now. You're exercising because I want to feel good when I get done. So exercising is a great way to transmute energy. Yeah, so number one was change your perception of what you're going through. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. A lot of you are asking for big things. Now, if you want big things, you got to get rid of the small stuff. Two is utilizing the art of transmutation, which is changing one form to another form. So we're changing our negative emotions into positive emotions. There's a million different ways you can do that. What do I want my number 3 to be? Number 3, I would say plant seeds. Okay, plant seeds. So planting seeds could be, let's say you want to be a famous author. Have you written your book? Have you made a rough draft? Do you know what you want to call your book? Those are planting seeds. Have you researched the process it will take to get a book published? Have you found a publishing company you want to work with? Have you found an illustrator that you want to work with? That's planting seeds. Let's say you want to own a restaurant. Do you know what you want to call this restaurant? Do you know where you want your grand opening to be? Have you found properties in your city or state or whatever where this restaurant could be? Do you know what's going to be on the menu? Do you know what's going to be the theme? Do you know the requirements to work at your restaurant? Do you know everything that you need to have? Do you have an LLC? Do you have a business bank account? Have you researched any bank loans? Like, make sure you're doing things like that. Those are planting seeds. And a lot of those things I just mentioned don't even cost money. And you're still planting those seeds and you're drawing it to you faster. Anything. That can apply to anything. You want to be a recording artist. Have you written your first song? Do you know how much it costs to do a studio session? Have you saved up money for the studio session? Have you found your beat? Have you found your engineer? Have you found your distribution company you want to work with? Anything. So whatever you want to do, apply that to your situation. Even if it's something small, not all of us want to come here and be these big CEOs. Maybe you just want to be a husband or a housewife. Maybe you're a guy, you got everything you need, now you want to be a husband. Okay, do you feel like you are ready to lead a family? Okay, so if you are manifesting, I want a wife. Okay, you show God, where is my wife? Where is my wife, God? God is going to prepare you to be a husband, right? And there's things, you're not perfect, okay? I don't care how much money you have, how much success you have. You're not perfect. And marriage is hard, right? So you're manifesting a wife. God needs to make you a husband first. So it may be some things that you may need to change about yourself to become this husband. So maybe you need to start getting in the gym and exercising so you can look good for your wife. Maybe you need to prepare yourself to be a leader and take responsibility for a family. Do you want kids? Are you okay if she already has kids, or do you want your first kid to be her first kid? Do you know where you want to live? Do you know where you want your kids to go to school? Do you know what your religious beliefs are? What your political views are? Like, there's a lot. Do you want her to work, or do you want to take care of everything? Like, those are planting seeds. Like, you got to think about, okay, what type of husband are you going to be? Or maybe you are manifesting you want to be a housewife who goes to Pilates every day and shops and lives and just takes care of her kids. Maybe that's what you're manifesting. Okay, plant those seeds. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter how anybody feels about that. It doesn't matter if anybody judges you. If this is what you want to do, whatever your goal is, big or small, plant those seeds, okay? I think y'all get my point. And I'm going to say last but not least, and this kind of ties into everything that I was saying, remain positive, y'all. Remain delusional. Just if you're writing this down, write down, be good delusional, okay? Write that down. Be good delusional, okay? Everything is working out for you. It doesn't matter what it looks like. To become a master manifester, y'all, you gotta think to yourself like, I am 1,000% positive. That's how you know you have reached master manifester state. You are officially a master manifester. If there is absolutely no doubt in your mind that you are going to get exactly what you want. Because that means you have removed all limitations. There are no limitations. I'm going to get exactly what I want. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter any of that. I don't care if it takes 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You can manifest things to come faster, and I'm going to tell you how you can do that in a second. But you're not concerned about that because it's yours anyway. And a lot of y'all mess up because this is what I was saying earlier. Somebody made a comment on one of my positive posts and was like, y'all have been saying this every single month this year and nothing has happened. I guarantee you that person is not open and receptive to what they are asking for. That's why it has not happened for you. You don't even believe it's going to happen for you, and you're probably too stressed about the when and the how. When it comes to alchemy, you don't care about the when and the how. You just already know it's coming. And to be an alchemist, you have to be someone who understands, for one, divine timing, but two, once I have a thought in my head that I want something, it's mine. Period. It's only a matter of time. That does not mean you may not have to do work. Like we talk about planting seeds. Yeah, you're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to take inspired action. But whatever I think in a thought form is going to manifest in a physical form. Period. Like that's how it works. That's how you become the alchemist. There are no limitations. It doesn't matter what comes my way. I'm still going to get it regardless, okay? That's how you become a master at manifestation. And that is where a lot of you are going to mess up if you do not change your mindset. Now, I just want to take it back for just a second. I want to remind you guys that it's also about your mental health. If you are not in a state if you don't have good mental health, you're not going to be able to manifest anything. So some of y'all have some inner child healing that you need to work on. Some of y'all have some shadow work that you need to do, because at the end of the day, even if you're a master manifester and you have not been doing your shadow work or inner child healing or whatever it is, going to therapy, whatever it is you need to do, you're going to ruin your manifestations when they come. In order to have longevity and keep your manifestations, you got to make sure that you are... Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, my bad. So in order to become... a master... Where's my pen? A master manifester, your mental health has to be intact. And like I said, if it's not, you're going to ruin them when they come. So if you want to have longevity, if you want to make sure that you're in a good mental space and you're not going to go back to what doesn't serve you, you're not going to go back to people pleasing, you're not going to allow the narcissist to come back into your life or the karmic individual that you know you need to let go of, your mental health has to be intact. Your self-worth has to be intact. You have to go on a self-love journey. You have to make peace with your inner child and your shadow side. That is how you want to keep your manifestations. It's not about just getting them. It's about keeping them and having longevity. Let me see if y'all have any questions. People are always manifesting. They plant a seed and water it every day, but they know they're going to have to plant in a couple of months. Law of attraction, you detach. Yes. And I feel like the biggest thing that I learned from Neville Goddard, because all of us are manifesting all the time, whether we believe that or not. The biggest thing that I learned from him was the power of awareness. It's not about manifesting. It's being aware that you're manifesting. Because the moment that you're aware what you're manifesting, you can control the manifestation of things that you don't want. because a lot of us are manifesting things that we do not want. But because we're not aware of how manifestation works and we don't have that power of awareness, we keep on manifesting bad things. So that's why it's good to learn these type of things, because you become more in control of your own life. People say, like, God is in control. God is in control. But as God is a creator, we are also many creators. And I feel like we put too much on God. A lot of things that happen to us, especially when you become an adult, that's your fault. You manifested that. You called this into your life, okay? Maybe God knew that you were going to call this into your life, but that doesn't take away the fact that you did this. God did not tell you to get up and go to the refrigerator and get some water. You have the free will to get up, go to the fridge, and get whatever it is that you want. God did not tell you to do that. So I just want people to understand, like, I know people don't like my version of spirituality because y'all feel like I'm mixing things. I'm not mixing anything. I just feel like a lot of people don't want to hear that, especially religious people. They don't want to hear that. They put everything on God and take no responsibility for anything that they do. And that's just not the case. It's just not the case. Okay, you're responsible for a lot of things that come into your life, good or bad, okay? God is just there to protect you. He's the coach. You're the player. A lot of times if you watch sports, the coach will tell his players to do anything to make a certain play, and that player can decide to not listen. Or that player may make the play better than the coach has ever seen in their life. That does not mean that God went out there and dribbled that ball for you or made that pass for you. You did that. And that does not mean that God is going to get in the gym for you, or he's going to train for you. You got to get in the gym. You got to train. You got to learn. You got to practice. You got to build. There's still things you have to do as a person. And I feel like once people separate that and realize God is the creator, but we are many creators, that would make a lot more sense, and life will get a little bit better for them, and they'll stop throwing the pity parties and being like, oh my God, what is happening to me? You are happening to you, babe. You are happening to you. We cannot always control the outcome of things, but I always tell y'all, and I like to use this as an example. If I go into a grocery store and I smack somebody, God did not tell me to do that. I did that on my own. I can't control what is going to happen if I go into a store and smack somebody. They may cry, they may smack me back, or an angry mob of people may attack me. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know I'm in control of my own actions, but I'm not in control of every outcome. I feel like God is more so someone who controls outcomes of things, some things. Okay? Exactly. We have limitless potential, and they try to teach us that we are nothing and we don't have any power. Yes, you do. Okay? You have power. Here's another example of transmutation that goes, or you can even call it, it just goes with the story I gave y'all earlier about how I had to grow a strong backbone because I was bullied and targeted a lot my entire life. And I didn't really have people around me. I didn't have that support that I wanted. One day at 23 years old, I decided to start a YouTube channel. Not only do I have support that people never wanted me to have, never had in my entire life, but I also still get attacked by people, still. It's like I took that pain that I went through and turned it into power. What was meant to destroy me didn't do anything but elevate me further. I'm in a more successful time in my life, a more abundant time in my life. I still deal with people attacking me, but all those years of me not having support and me manifesting support did happen. It took a long time to happen, but it still happened. I wasn't worried about when it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen. Not only is that example of manifestation, that's an example of transmutation, because I turned pain into power. I turned no support into support. Okay? So that's just an example of that. And it also is an example of God preparing me to be in this position, because a long time ago, of course, as a child, you're not always going to be so cold and strong where you won't be upset by bullies. But over the years of being bullied and targeted, I built a backbone against it. So now when they come on here and they try to antagonize me or bully me, it doesn't work. It's return to sender. And you honestly should have got to me 10 years ago. Like, you're too late now. So the bullies are still coming, but my heart is stronger and my back is stronger, right? A lot of people have narcissistic relationships with God and don't know. That's amazing. I never really thought about it like that. Alchemists taking the potatoes, making food, and selling it to a higher price from nothing into something. Exactly. Yes, people do that all the time. Turn nothing into something. My whole channel is alchemy. I didn't have nothing. I tell y'all, I turned nothing into something. I ain't have nothing but me in my phone. Yes, alchemy. Taking a pain that you experience and turning it to a song. Exactly. These artists are doing alchemy. Yep. Okay, I feel like I said a lot, and I want to see if you guys have any questions before I continue with the rest of my day. But that's the gist of it. That's not even everything, y'all. But anything else I do say will be a class that people have to sign up for, okay? Because this is not even everything. But this is enough to get you by, okay? This is some free game. So anybody who missed the live, that is so unfortunate for you. Because this is a lot of free game, okay? Everybody else gonna have to pay. Especially if you want the real, like, because there's so much more to this. And surprisingly, we got 111 likes. It's more to this. There's way more to it. People are becoming more aware about mental health and our needs, and support is good now. So growing. Yeah, be gentle with yourself. 4 seasons in the Bible, can you explain it? I cannot. I cannot explain that. I'm sorry. I have a question. Do you believe in soulmates, or do you believe that you're supposed to just choose somebody? I believe in soulmates, but I don't believe soulmates are just romantic. I think your soulmate could be a friend or a family member too, or a child. Your souls are just familiar. But I definitely believe in soulmates, for sure. Like, if you've ever experienced that in your life, you just know, like, it just hits different. Like, it just hits differently. Like, I feel like our children, unless you're somebody who does not love your children, I feel like your children are like your soulmates. The love that you have for your child is a love that cannot be explained in words. That's how it is when you love somebody romantically. The love that you have of this person cannot be explained or put into words. Like, it defies all logic and reason, right? It just can't be explained. Like, I just love you. I just do. And even family. Like, you can love your mom or your dad or your grandma like that. Like, I just love you. I just do. I feel like that's a soulmate. Unconditionally at that. Unconditional love. Do you believe we meet in this life for a reason? Absolutely. I don't believe in coincidences. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I stand on that. I don't feel like anything just happens. I feel like everything is always happening for a reason, even if I don't understand the reason. Yes, love is so important. God is love. Jesus is love. They don't want us to have that, though. And that's another reason why, and I'm not going to get into it, y'all, but just like a little sidebar. This is why I've been speaking so strongly about what's going on in my own personal community with love. This is why they're doing this to our community. They don't want us to have love. They don't want us to love ourselves or love one another. They don't want us to have relationships. When you are full of love, or you're in a romantic relationship with somebody, that's, you feel high vibrational. Like, do you not? Like, you feel on top of the world. And when you're vibrating from that high of a state, whether it's the love that you have from your child, or being around your grandma who you really love, or a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife, you feel really, really good. It's because your heart chakra is open wide, your auric field is open and receptive to whatever it is that you could be manifesting, intentionally or unintentionally. You feel amazing. Like, that feeling of being in love, does that not feel amazing? Does it not? And people are scared of that, because I seen a post that said, I miss the feeling of innocently loving someone without the fear. They inflicted so much fear into our communities on purpose, y'all. They did this on purpose. They purposely inflicted fear onto us, so we will be afraid to love each other as man and woman. And if you don't see it, then you just, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are in the world, but how can y'all not see this? They're doing this on purpose. They don't want us to have families. They don't want us to have none of that. They just want us to be toxic. When if we loved each other and we're stopped being so afraid to love and so manipulative with love, then all of us will be vibrating at a higher state. We all will be happy. We all will be living our best life right now, because we will be full of love and surrounded by love. They don't want us to have that. So beat the system, y'all. Go on your own self-love journey. Like, truly, y'all. Like, truly go on your own self-love journey if you haven't already. So when the time comes for you to have your special person, you're not going to ruin it, and you're going to be ready, and y'all are going to ride off into the sunset, okay? I still believe in love. I still believe in like the fairy tale stuff. I still believe in that. And I've been hurt a lot, okay? And I feel like the enemy did the best that he could to try to destroy my heart, so I would not want love, but I still want it. So he failed his mission, okay? And I want the rest of y'all to just remember that. Love yourself first. Do not think that love is impossible. I know a lot of y'all have been hurt, but y'all are not going to want to hear this when I say this. A lot of y'all were hurt, and that was your fault. Okay? Because you settled for less than you deserved. You settled for crumbs. You did not learn who you are outside of a relationship. You did not love yourself. You did not. There's a lot of things that you could have done differently. And you can't just blame the other person, okay? Because you give people the opportunity to take advantage, as wrong as that is, they will. And if you want to keep that from happening to you again, you have to take responsibility for the part that you played in that. You got to take responsibility for that. And when you take responsibility for the part you played, that's when you know, like, okay, I can make sure this does not happen again. If you're not willing to take responsibility for the part you played in your relationships, it's going to happen to you again, because you don't even recognize the signs. Okay? And it's okay. Players mess up too, okay? Players mess up too. That's okay. That's okay. Just don't let it happen again. And how you make sure it doesn't happen again is you love yourself first. Put you first. Don't put this relationship above you. Don't make this person your entire world. Put yourself first. Okay? Don't give up on love, y'all. Because that is closing off your heart chakra for real. And you'll never receive what you want. Heart chakra is the key to being a master manifester. If you want to be a master manifester, love should be at the top of your list. Love is the answer. Love is where the heart chakra is. That green chakra. Love is where you manifest from. That's why the biggest platforms got men and women hating on each other. Exactly. It's so obvious. It's so obvious what they're doing. I just want the rest of the world to see it. It's so obvious what they're doing. They're not fooling me. They fooled me for a second, but they can't fool me no more. I know what y'all are doing. Yes, the honeymoon phase where it is the best, all Delulu. Exactly. Okay? I think it was Maya Angelou who said, I think I posted her quote. She said, don't be afraid to love one more time and always one more time. You just got, exactly, just find the love within yourself first. That way, if you do take a chance on love and you get heartbroken, it's not going to affect you the same way that it did. You won't even be heartbroken, to be honest. It's not going to break your heart. It may make you cry. You may be disappointed, but it's not going to break you. It's just another, okay, well, that is one monkey don't stop a show. I'm going to move on and I'm still going to find my happiness because I intend to find my happiness. And if you were not the person, that means that you were just not meant for me. And there's still something better waiting for me regardless. Either way it goes. So we're too guarded in this society. We're too protected. We're too protective of ourselves. There's a way to do it. And self-love is how you do it. Because a lot of y'all think you're protecting yourself and you're really just being toxic. You're not being protective of yourself. You're being selfish and you're being toxic and you're hurting somebody who doesn't deserve to be hurt, which is going to come back on you. And in these communities, if everyone just stopped pointing the finger at the other gender and just looked within, because the thing about it is, y'all, I keep telling y'all, especially my ladies, because I get y'all feelings. I really do. I get y'all's feelings. I keep telling y'all that just like there are women out here who are healing themselves, there are men doing the same thing, if that's what you like. Well, I'll say masculines. Just like there's feminines out here who are healing themselves, masculines are doing the same thing. If you spend all your time trying to point the finger and ride the toxic wave because you're afraid of being hurt, you're going to miss out on what you really, really want. That you're afraid to want because they made love seem like taboo and like, y'all notice how they made love seem corny and wrong? Isn't that so weird? That's so weird. They made it seem like love was a bad thing. And loving another person and being in a relationship was a bad thing. And it's something to be scared of. Like, you'll see the quotes, and I get them. Like, they'll say things like, how I lay at night peacefully knowing nobody is out there cheating on me. And it's like, that is like, it's funny, ha ha ha, but it's also like, you're unhealed to think like that. And I feel you. Doesn't mean I don't feel you. It just means that these posts, these memes, all this stuff that we're putting out here is really triggering people and it's making them cold-hearted. They're trying to make it seem like love is a bad thing and loving another person is a bad thing, and it's not. It's a beautiful thing. And if you find that, y'all, don't mess up something good. A lot of y'all are going to be having people in your life. Y'all been begging God. Y'all know y'all have been begging God for this person. Y'all been begging God for your person, somebody who really love you, how you want to be loved. God give you this person and you hurt them. You just end up hurting them. You know how upset that probably makes God? Because you asked him for this and he gave it to you and you messed it up. What is wrong with you? But that doesn't mean that you can't redeem yourself. It just means that you need to go learn to love yourself because you hurt somebody who was made for you. That was somebody who was made for you, and you know it was, and you hurt them. Now you got to spend all this time trying to redeem yourself and trying to make it right. Or you may never even get that person back again. You don't know. God may have sent them somebody else depending on how bad you hurt them. Okay? So I don't want this. Like, I'm going to make sure my children are raised in a household of love. Okay? I promise you I am. I'm not gonna have my kids thinking that love is something to be scared of. Like, it's not anything to be scared of. They want us to be scared of love, and y'all gotta start asking yourself why. Like, the agenda is there, and they're targeting the youth, y'all. They're targeting the youth, and I don't like it. If God is love and they're teaching us to be afraid of love, they're pulling us away from God himself. God is love. Jesus is love. That's what Jesus came here to teach us. Love. Pulling us away from love is pulling us away from our godliness and our God-like self. Like, it's so deep. But as long as you're aware of it, that's very important, okay? Be aware of it. Love is a beautiful thing, y'all. And I'll make it my mission to change the narrative. I really will. And I'm going to continue to say the same things that I've been saying, because it's hard to watch. It's getting cringy now. And it's like, it's so toxic, especially as a woman. Women, like, even when the man, like, in general, even before I was even born, even when the man, y'all were acting up, women were still full of love. There was still love with feminine energy. The masculines was acting a fool, and don't come in here and pretend like y'all weren't, because y'all were, okay? Y'all were acting a fool for a very long time. And feminine energy was still there, holding it down, still loving. And then feminine energy got tired of it. We got tired of trying to love somebody who doesn't want to be loved. And it turned women and it turned feminine energy toxic now. It's toxic. Because we spent all this time being full of love, and it got us nowhere. And now all these men, all these masculines are like, man, I'm ready to love now. I'm ready to be loved now. I was like, hey, you just did all of that. And now the feminines are like, no, we don't want to love y'all no more. Y'all ready? That's how, I told y'all, the tables always turn. These masculines are ready to be loved. These feminines, a lot of them, even though a lot of us are healing, like, don't be confused. A lot of these feminines are like, I'm not on that right now, though. I'm on what you showed me. I'm a reflection of you now. I'm on you. Some of them are acting, some of them are not. And you'd be crazy to think that some of these women are acting. Some of them are not acting. Some of them are really, really hurt. Some of them really are cold now. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. It's not all an act for some people. Some of them are really, really like that. If you get hurt enough, you gotta think about masculines. Y'all got hurt one time in the 8th grade and it turned y'all cold forever. A lot of these women, a lot of these feminines are going through the same thing, but it took several times of being hurt over and over and over and over and over. I'm talking about the men, not women, that they're acting. I don't know. I can't speak for masculines, but I will say that it's just very funny that the tables are turning and these masculines are ready to be loved. And the feminines are like, oh, well, I tried to and you didn't want me. I tried to love you. A lot of people tried to love you. You didn't want them to love you. And now you asking for love. And it's like, not saying that you're not deserving of that. It's just, you got to take responsibility for the fact that you hurt a lot of people because you didn't want anybody to love you. And somebody told you that that was okay and it wasn't. And now that you're realizing it's not okay, that's a great thing. That's an amazing thing. But you got to understand it's going to take time now. It's going to take healing. It's going to take you going on your self-love journey. It's going to take you being celibate and you understanding your power. It's going to take you doing stuff now. It's going to take you making a lot of changes to have this love that you say you want. You can't point the finger. And I know that's part of the healing process, you know, blaming each side. Well, you did this, you did this. I always see, like, they'll say things like, these women are so terrible. Why would we wife any of these women? These women are terrible. And it's like, can we not acknowledge the fact that it was not always like this? It became like this over time. And when these women and these feminines were ready to love you, you did not want to be loved. You did not appreciate them. And then they'll say things like, but y'all want the, what they say? Y'all don't want the good guys. Who told you you were a good guy? Like, I don't like that. Like, y'all don't want the good guys. Y'all want the hood dudes. Who told you you were a good guy? Who told you that you were in a place where you could be loved by someone? That's kind of like a narcissistic way of thinking. To blame women because they didn't want you. Maybe you weren't somebody to be wanted. Maybe you were not as good as you think you are. But I digress. I just said that to say, don't give up on love, y'all. Like, just, if you focus on your own healing and not point the finger, you gonna snatch up exactly who you want, okay? If you want somebody, you'll be in alignment with them. What you're asking for, you cannot have rooted in toxicity. God will not allow it. Definitely not with his feminines. He's not going to allow you to be toxic and think you're going to have this precious jewel. No, you're not. Get your toxic stuff together. Go heal. Go be celibate. Go find yourself. Go get it out your system if you need to. And then come correct. Because the version of you is not deserving of what you're asking for. And that's just on taking responsibility. That's on growth. A lot of people feel entitled, especially masculines. Y'all feel very, very entitled to feminine energy, and you're not. Feminine energy is earned. You are not entitled. And a masculine who thinks they are entitled to feminine energy is a scary individual. A very scary person. We're moving back into a time where masculines are understanding, I have to earn this feminine. Don't worry about the toxic feminines that you see. That shouldn't even be in your mind. If you really focusing on healing and you really focus on what you want, you're not worried about the toxic feminines. You're not even talking about them because they're not what you want, and it doesn't matter. It's time for masculines to start understanding you earn your feminine. You are not entitled to her. If that's what you want. I know it's masculine and masculine and feminine and feminine. I know everybody likes different things, but I can't speak for that. So regardless, it's to be earned. It's not to be think you're entitled to it. I don't think feminine energy feels entitled to masculine energy. This is why I didn't use that as an example. Yeah, we men get targeted and taught at a young age that love is weak. Now women are giving back the same energy. I don't like it, but I understand. I pray for the cycle to be broken. I just feel like you are somebody who is probably more intelligent than others for you to even acknowledge that. Because a lot of masculines won't even say what you just said. They still want to point the blame. They still want to point, just like play victim in a situation they created. So, I mean, I appreciate you for saying that, and I hope that you just, focus on you, because there's still good ones out there. You just gotta align yourself with them. But that's a fact. What you just said is facts. I don't disagree with that at all. And the cycle will be broken. But it's gonna take a lot of masculines to acknowledge just what you just said first, for them to even get themselves together. Because a lot of feminines, we don't care about relationships anymore. It's not that we're not open and receptive to it. We just don't care. We don't care about relationships. We don't care about sex. We're thriving on our own. And that's just the God honest truth. Doesn't mean we want to be alone forever. It's just, I'm just waiting for God to send me my person. I'm not chasing love. I'm just focused on me, God, my healing, and whatever else that I got going on in my life. And I'm happy. God will send the right person when it's time. I'm not chasing. Not the 8th grade and cold-hearted forever. True story. My manager got his heart broken. His girlfriend got pregnant by another guy. Oh my God. He changed forever. He loves money now. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, I get it. I completely get it. But you gotta heal that. Like, you gotta heal that. That happens a lot. And then I hope he, like, if he wants love, he will heal so he can have it. Because that's hurtful. I can't imagine. No. Masculines need to acknowledge they want and need to heal and do so. Yes. Stop lying to yourself. That's what you meant by their acting. Yeah. Stop lying to yourself. Act like you don't want love because your homeboy told you. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This thing keeps falling. I had it perfect. But yeah, stop lying to yourself and saying that you don't want love because your homeboy told you this. Whatever y'all be saying to each other. Some stupid, idiotic stuff. Yeah, stop lying to yourself. You want love, you can have it. It's not corny. Like, I feel like, you know how they say in the Bible, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Like, that's, if y'all don't see it, I don't have to tell y'all. We're moving into a time where it's going to be seen as, it's going to seem like, how do I want to say this? More people are going to desire to be in relationships. Like, I would say from the masculine standpoint, how for a long time it was more so glorified to have hoes. The pendulum is going the other way. The tables are turning. So now it's more so, it's going to seen as distasteful to have hoes. And only an unhealed masculine would hear that and be like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Because it's gonna get to a point now where it's like, to have one, like to have a wife and have a family unit is gonna be so rare. People are gonna want it more, and they're going to, because the real divine feminine and the real divine masculine are healing themselves and coming together and having these unions. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, and they're gonna make magic, and it's gonna be shown to be something to be desired. And a man who just has hoes is gonna seem so like bottom of the barrel, like low value, like ew. And you know why? Because of women. Because feminine energy is no longer accepting of that. We're no longer going to glorify it. We're no longer going to accept it. And it almost gives you the ick. Like, you, excuse my language, y'all, but you running through all these women, it just seems nasty now. And it's because of masculine and feminine energy. And because on the masculine standpoint, y'all are getting the ick from women because women are acting like y'all now. Y'all see how it feels to see women, these new feminines are glorifying having multiple men. They're open with it. Like, yep, on Monday I do him, on Tuesday I do him, on Wednesday, like, they're open with it. And it's giving y'all the ick. It's nasty to y'all to see women talk like that, like to glorify whole culture, and it's nasty, but that's what y'all do. So y'all are getting, it's like the man in the mirror. Y'all are getting a reflection of the energy that y'all as a whole, not all of y'all, so don't get in the comments, I don't do that, but you know somebody who does. Y'all are getting a reflection of the energy that y'all have put out, that masculine energy has put out, and it's giving y'all the ick. Y'all are like, ew. Y'all don't care about body counts no more. Y'all don't care about body counts no more. Y'all don't care about this. Y'all are just open with it now. Y'all don't care. Y'all got side dudes, and y'all are so open with it. That's how y'all were. That's how y'all were, and it's icky to y'all. So it's like masculine and feminine energy is both like, the healed ones are getting the ick because it's like, ew, that's actually nasty. But feminines have been saying that to y'all for years. That's nasty. Like, how disgusting is that to be running through all these different women, passing all these bodily fluids around? I remember my spiritual teacher said they're going to come out with a new STD. And I feel like she's right. Like, it's nasty. That's nasty to do that. And it's going to be seen as low value, because you don't, as a masculine, to be having all these different women taking your essence and your energy from you and draining you of your life force, because that's what happens when you ejaculate. You're draining your life force and you're giving it away to all these different women, and most of these women are not divine women. It's like you're giving it to a divine woman and you're giving it to karmics. Y'all are giving all these karmics your life force energy, and it's going to be seen as like you don't have any control over yourself, you don't have any power, you don't know your worth, you think you're nothing. So therefore the world is going to look at you as nothing, because you have all these women running rampant through your body and taking your energy. A true divine masculine is like, he thinks of himself like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give away my power and my energy to just any old karmic. I'm not going to do that. I know my worth and my value. And also, like, sex is not going to be seen as something like, because these people out here, like, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I know I sound real religious when I say this, but lust is really running rampant through the streets. Like, people just like, it's not that serious. Like, as adults, sex can be a good thing, but it's not that serious, because people are really out here running wild. And it's like, why? It's not that serious. And it's gonna seem as more high value to have that family unit and that, like, that power structure, because family is power. And if you don't have a family, it's like you don't have any power. It's more powerful to have that, like, that kingdom of the queen and the king. And y'all don't have to have kids. Y'all can have fur babies. You can have cats and dogs. It doesn't matter whether or not you have kids or not. It's just that can still be your family. It's more valuable to have that family, because that is like, ooh, he's powerful. He got a family. He got a wife that he's loyal to. Because some of these men thought, okay, I'm gonna get a wife and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna get a wife and I'm gonna look good, but I'm still gonna give away my life force energy. No, it's not how it works. So many HOEs. Think I could trade. A little came up with that to explain to homies that one can't have them all. Yeah, it's not that serious. It's just like, I just feel like it's like lust, or what do y'all call it, the Jezebel or something. Like, it's just weird. Like, and it's like people just are doing it mindlessly and not paying attention to the STD rate. Like, I know a lot of, like, women go to get checkups, but a lot of men don't get checkups. And they think because they don't have symptoms, they have nothing. And it's like, sir, you could be a carrier of all types of things. Like, take care of your body. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So it's like being clean, and you gotta be perfect. Not saying you can't have fun, but it's just gonna be, it's gonna look better, and it's gonna be more desired. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. There's just too much going on in the world, and I feel like a lot of people are going within and they're self-reflecting, they're trying to learn to love themselves. Sex is called mindless joy these days, and porn is normalized. I'm so confused. No one is answering about that on a spiritual level. I mean, the only answer I can give you is kind of what I've been saying. They don't want us to have love, because love is the highest vibration. That's the only spiritual answer I can give you on why this stuff is being normalized. That's the only reason. And a lot of people just don't realize it, because this is what happens, y'all. Like, all of this is like, I can really sit here and break it down if I wanted to. All of this is a domino effect. Like, it really is. It really is. It's a domino effect of multiple different things. Because Gen Z came in here and was like, I want to be whatever I want to be. I want to love myself. I'm going to love myself out loud, and I'm going to express myself, and I should not be judged for it. That's what Gen Z did, which is a good thing. But the way our amazing, powerful government works and the media works, they're going to take these positive movements and they're going to turn it into something for their own agenda. Just like with the LGBTQ movement. A lot of people blame the LGBTQ movement, but it's not their fault. It was a beautiful thing when it started, and it was an important thing when it started. At least that's what I believe. It was a very important thing to have that movement, so people who felt like they could not love someone just because they were the same gender as them could have a voice. That was important. But now, because of the agenda, it has turned into something else, and they're using this movement for their own evil reasons. Okay, I don't gotta get into the reason why, but that's what happens. And then, okay, the girl Rachel, who said that she was a black woman, it was a white woman who said she identified as a black woman. Everybody was mad about that, but do y'all not see how ever since then it has started other movements of people identifying as what it always goes too far. Just like with women's hip hop, it came out as a good thing that women were finally really getting platforms when it comes to rap and hip hop. It's gone too far because now they're like, oh, okay, so we'll let y'all in, but now we can use y'all for our agenda, and we can get y'all to spread whole culture. Like I can break down any movement, even Black Lives Matter. That's was supposed to start as a good thing, and it turned into something evil. Every movement, they always do this, y'all. They always do this. Always. And it's a shame because people are not aware of what's going on. Theyre, women are very open about that. They really are. I understand it from like I get it, but it's like, all right, you don't know what you're doing to yourself. Especially for the ones who are pretending and they're not really like that. They're only doing it because they got hurt and they want revenge, and they feel like using their body is the best way to get revenge, and it's not. And let me just say this is not a pick me statement. This is a grown woman talking, okay? Using your body and what's in between your legs to get revenge, you will lose. It will not get you anywhere. If you want to get revenge on a man who hurt you, boss up. Heal. Elevate yourself. Elevate your bank account. Elevate your entire life. Go celibate, honestly. If it's so good, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Go celibate. Go start a business. Go get a degree. That's how you get revenge on anybody. But just speaking to women who think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go mess with his friend, I'm gonna go mess with his dad, I'm gonna go mess with his own boy, I'm gonna go do all this stuff. Like, all right, this is funny and cute now when you're young, but one day you're gonna look back and be like, man, I'm burnt out. I did a lot. And this is nothing, no offense to anybody, because you can live that life, and you can, that's what the Christians say, you can be reborn, you can be delivered. You can be delivered. I'm just saying that's not smart, and you're not proving anything, because these men don't care. You're not one-upping him because you decided you were gonna go run the streets. The best revenge is always gonna be your success. Always. That's how you get revenge. Boss up. And any way you think bossing up is, whether you go get your degree, or you go get married and get a real husband, or whatever it is you want to do, that's how you defeat a masculine or somebody that hurt you. Don't be in the same place that he left you in. Boss up. Elevate. Yeah, that's what I'm going to teach the youth. I'm not going to teach the youth go F his friend. I'm not going to teach them to do that. Yes, both parties should go celibate. But I will tell you, it's a lot more feminines going celibate by choice than it is masculines. A lot of masculines are not either not going celibate or it's not their choice. They're being forced to because no one wants to sleep with them because these feminines are finding out their worth and they're not interested in your little dingaling. It's not appeasing. It's not attractive anymore. It's like it's the ick, y'all. I'm telling you, it's the ick. It's the ick. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying from both ends. It's like, ew. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in that. Like, keep that away from me. Get it away from me. Going on 5 years and I'm so proud. Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm about to get off, y'all. I don't see any more questions, but I do want to end the live because I've been on here for a little minute. If you have any last questions, let me know. I don't even know what time it is. What is 15:03 in military time? What is that? Y'all laughing, I'm so serious. Okay, Devon said it's a lot of us on retention. For the record, get it right. Okay, good. I'm happy for y'all. 3 o'clock. Oh my god, I need to eat something. Yes, and I'm glad you said that, Timothy. So let me just say this last thing. If you need to vent to people around you and you just gotta speak, get a notebook, write it down, and talk to God. Stop telling people your business. A lot of y'all finna go places that people don't want to see you go, and they're gonna intentionally give you bad advice. Trust yourself, trust your heart, go after what you want, and seek God for guidance. Seek your higher self for guidance, and get a notebook and write these things down. Don't let these people distract you. Don't let them trick you out your spot, trick you out your blessings, because if you think that these people don't see the good in what you're trying to do, you're mistaken. They see the good in this person. They see the good in this business idea. They just don't want you to see it. And because you have a good heart and over the years you've been easily manipulated, they just want to manipulate you out your blessings and trick you out your spot. Do not get tricked out your spot. Trust yourself. Before you trust man, trust God before you trust man, okay? Period. Okay? Period. But I love y'all, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.